What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. We are back here in our beautiful little African oasis, and today we are going to be adding in a brand new exhibit. I'm kind of excited about this one. It should be a little bit different, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to be the most popular animal on our ledger here, but I do think people are going to enjoy it, and I think it's going to be kind of interesting. We are going to be adding some BACTRIAN camels today. That's right, guys. Betcha you weren't expecting that one. I mean, obviously you saw it in the title and thumbnail, but you know, kind of a weird one. So if we take a look at our Zoopedia here, we're going to take a look at our BACTRIAN camels. So you guys can see these guys are from Mongolia, China, the Himalayas, and Siberia. So we are going to be making them a brand new exhibit over here on our Asian side of the zoo. Been trying to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I'm kind of thinking that we have kind of a path branch off this way, go around, and then meet back up over here is what I'm looking at. So let me see if we can just grab a path real quick. We're gonna put it just about right in the middle right there. Obstructed by water volume. What? Not sure what that was about, but we're good now. We could potentially, actually, you know what? Might be kind of interesting. Let's go ahead and raise this up a little bit. Ooh, not that much. Let's make this a little bit shorter, and we can kind of raise this up. Just gonna make a really interesting, different style of habitat. Yeah, I like that. That's something a little bit different. Hopefully these guys don't need too much in terms of space. We probably should have checked that first. So they need 650 square meters of space, no water, no climbing, of course, and they like it in these desert temperatures, so we're good there. Looks good to me. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we should be able to make a nice little habitat in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up our barrier first. They like a grade 2 fence. There's no height requirement. These guys must be super, super chill. I'm gonna start by moving this sign, of course. It's kind of in the way, and I don't want it to take up any of our BACTRIAN camel exhibit. So unfortunately, this thing was in a bunch of different pieces. We're gonna have to move each one individually. Your boy still hasn't really fully figured out how to master the movement of many objects, but I think we're gonna be just fine. Just kind of bringing this barrier on around here, and it looks like that's gonna be that. If we make this straight, we should be able to just lock that right on. Boom, looks good. All right, so we've got that there. Now I guess from a staff path perspective, closest staff area is gonna be over here. So I guess we're gonna want a habitat gate right here. Should be kind of interesting. It's kind of off to the side. It's not really too much in the way. Let's see how we did here from a size standpoint. Yeah, I mean, we've got, you know, double or triple what they were actually asking for. So that looks pretty good there. I'm gonna guess right off the bat that these guys really like sand. So I'm gonna put down a ton of sand all throughout this entire thing. We'll see if we have to add a little bit more later, but I've got a feeling they're gonna enjoy that. Hold on a second. I noticed we kind of went a little bit overboard with the sand there, so I'm gonna try to clean this area up a little bit. But should we add these guys in here, or should we start? I guess we could start with it. Kind of worked pretty well with our elephants in the last episode. So I did find a couple of interesting things on the workshop that we're going to be able to work with. One is a large Egyptian shelter, which I thought was super sick. So you guys can see, if we put this shelter down, we've got different stalls and stuff in here, and it looks like, is that an actual, that might be a door. We could set up a staff path to go into that from behind. That could be kind of interesting, but we don't have any staff areas back there yet, so eventually we might check that out, but that's pretty cool. So we've got that, and then I also found a little desert planter, which now that I look at this is entirely too big. I mean, we could kind of set this up over somewhere like that, but no, that's too big there. So I like what we're working with so far. We can grab this thing and check this out. If we go into our habitats, let's grab some bedding. Large bedding is probably the appropriate size, and we can just set up some bedding in here, which is going to be kind of cool to give them a place to hang out and get away from all the the traffic and stuff like that, all the people outside. So that's actually really, really nice. I like that. I think we could doctor it up a little bit, add some rocks, add some plants. These guys like the desert and temperate biomes of Asia. We're gonna go into our nature here and we're gonna check that out. So let's take a look at desert and temperate on the continent of Asia and see what we're working with. So it's a lot of the same stuff that we used for the elephants, the African elephants in the last one, which is kind of cool. So I'm gonna set these guys up through here. You guys know I really like my aloes. So I feel like this is gonna look pretty nice. We've got little parts where we need little ones, so we're just gonna go ahead and make sure all this matches up really nicely. Just like so. Feel like we could use a little one right there. And boom. All right. So we've got a little, you know, kind of border around the outside of that. Not too bad. Let me see what we can do. I mean, obviously, we're going to want to make this like a little oasis. So we're going to want a small pond with some palm trees around it. Looks like we can do some water lilies. We can do cherry blossoms. I don't think that really makes a whole lot of sense. We've got Himalayan birch trees. That could potentially work a little bit. We've got moss and stuff. We could put moss on the side of this. I don't know that I really love that though. Like, would you have moss growing on this? I don't know. I guess we can add it just for fun. Like, it doesn't look bad, but I also don't want too much coverage in terms of you know, growth and stuff, because obviously if you're out in the desert, you're not really gonna have that many opportunities for water. So I don't know, we'll see what we can do. I kind of like it up on top there. That looks kind of interesting. Maybe an ivy pillar here, different ivy pillar on the other side. I don't know. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not sure if it really matches the biome that we're in, but it's not bad. We've got some wisteria. We've got twin flower. Ooh, maybe put this like up top or something. Oh yeah, dude. Something like that looks kind of interesting. Got Bengal bamboo that we could put on each side just to kind of block off that back area. It's not like we really want them going back there anyway. Let's flip this so it's a little bit more symmetrical. All right, just kind of doctoring this thing up a little bit. I mean, I always feel like we could use more palm trees. Palm trees are always really beautiful. So if we set this up, maybe something like that. And maybe I say we delete these and let's duplicate this and put these on each side. What do you guys think about that? I feel like that looks a little bit better, a little bit more epic. I like how that turned out there. So we've got all those. I mean, we don't really have a ton of color that we're going to be able to work with here, which is a little disappointing. But that's just some of the animals that we've been doing recently. So there's not a whole lot that we can end up doing about that. I'm feeling pretty confident about it so far. Let's try to get our little oasis set up though. Like I said, we want like a little bit of water for sure. So we're gonna bring out our terrain tool and let's go ahead and sculpt something. Probably not that big or that intense. Maybe we should do like I'm gonna say let's do a little U-shaped thing. That actually might be a little bit too intense there. So let's bring that back. A little bit less intensity. Let's do a little U-shaped watering hole. See, I feel like that's kind of nice. I like that. And then we could put their food and toys and stuff over on this side. All right, so this looks pretty good. Now we're going to come in nature. We are definitely going to want to get rid of that. We're going to want to check out the desert rocks. So we have tons of desert rocks we're going to be able to choose from. I'm going to try to make a cool little formation here. I don't know that they're ever really going to play on it per se, but just something to make it look kind of unique. So I'm going to bring that up like this. We could have a big rock in there that connects that. Put it with the jagged edge side, you know, something like that is kind of a little interesting. We could put this here since it matches the hue of the water. We could throw, you know, a couple little ones over on this side. That might be a little bit too big. Yeah, it's a little bit too big. I like setting up little formations, making things look kind of interesting. So we've got that there, and then I say let's get a long skinny one for over on this side. We can kind of set it up right like that. And then from there, we can go back to our Asia continent and we can just add some little flowers and stuff. So we could put something like that there. I know we had some pretty big bushes that we could potentially have. We've got the Bengal bamboo, but we've also got like little blackthorn bushes we could put there. Ooh, look at that. See, like that's pretty cool right there. I don't want to go too crazy though. That might be a little bit too big. Maybe a little Bengal bamboo right there. Not too bad. Oh wow, that is a big boy. I don't think I want that, but we could put this underneath the Bengal bamboo. But obviously all the trees and bushes and stuff like that would be growing around the water. So this makes sense here. We could grab this and kind of run this along the inside of this maybe. Nah, that doesn't look very natural. Ooh, the bracken looks pretty nice. I do like the look of the bracken, so I'm gonna throw some bracken in right there. We've got other little pieces of bracken that we can throw in. What if we did something like this? Just kind of alternate all the way around. I mean, it doesn't really look natural, but it looks nice. So we'll take that there. I mean, I'm trying to do the most that I can with what we've got. Obviously, lilies. We're gonna want some lilies in here, so we'll throw some little lilies in the sunlight. Yeah, these look pretty good. So we've got some lilies set up. Actually, I think maybe something like that. Looks pretty nice. Looks good there. I mean, again, I don't want to get too much coverage. I'm a little bit worried about the coverage. I feel like we have a good start here. We might want to think about bringing them in and just kind of seeing what they like. Because I mean, these guys probably aren't going to want that much coverage. Set a little palm tree there. Not looking bad. All right, I say let's go ahead and go into our animal storage. We're going to bring in our 4 Bactrian camels. I just realized we don't have a male. Oh wait, no, we've got the female filter on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we got a male. We actually have 2 males, which is going to be a problem. We don't want this guy. Never mind. That said that we were in animal storage, but it was actually in the market. We're good here. So we've got a male here who we kind of spent the prettiest penny on. He's the one we spent the most on, but he's solid, dude. 100% fertility. He's got a gold medal. He's at 3,065 in terms of his, like, you know, appearance and attraction and draw to people. So he's going to be really, really good. I'm excited about him. Let's go ahead and move him in here. And then if we take a look at our other 3 females, so we've got Urhi here, which she's actually really, really good and pretty comparable to our male that we were just talking about. So I didn't think we had a female that good. But I'll take it. We've got Kara here, which is obviously not quite as good, but you could have up to 10 females or 9 females, I think. So I was like, hey, why not? We might as well. And then we've got Kadan here, who is kind of in the middle. I mean, he's good apart from his immunity. But again, or she, I guess. It's a she. You can have a ton of females. So I was just trying to get him a few different mating options. I didn't want him to come in here and only have one to potentially mate with. Obviously, we want the most possible. 1 male and up to 10 females in the same exhibit, which is good. You know, male dominant, they're polygynous. They live up to 40 years old. They can have babies up to 35, so pretty much to the end of their life. And it's very easy to reproduce, and they actually reproduce pretty quickly. It takes 13 months for it to be born from inception, and then you have a 2-year waiting period until the next one comes along. So I'm kind of excited about this. Oh shoot, we had some snow leopards that just matured. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about this because they're actually pretty expensive, but it seems like they breed pretty well, so I think they might do pretty well for us overall. Now let's take a look at our animals here. So we had some snow leopards that have matured. Timorcon has matured, and so has Odd here. And I believe this and this are the 2 original parents. Now let me take a look at the Zoopedia. They'll have babies up to 15 to 20 years old. They live to be about 20. And our 2 parents are 17 and 10. So honestly, kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit, but we might be able to see if they can have 1 more set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send these 2 guys to the trade center. They're both males. We're going to see what's going on, see which one's better. We'll choose one of those 2. Oh, you guys are so mad. So mad. Oh, let's fight. Roar. Let's be mad at each other. There's nothing to be mad at anymore. Unless there's another animal in here that I'm not counting. No, that was it. They just haven't gotten over their little their little bad attitudes. Oh, look at this. Now we're going to be back together. We're going to be happy. We literally just had children together. We raised them to be adults, and now we're going to be upset. Sounds not too far off of real life. But, yeah, so if we come into our animals here, let's take a look at those snow leopards that we just got. So they're both gold medals, which is good. We've got Timorkin, who is super solid, and we've got Odd, who is also super solid. So pretty much the same genes, except one is more on longevity, one is more on fertility. We are going to keep the fertility one. So let's go into our animals. We're going to go down to Odd, and we're going to make sure we put a star on him. We're going to keep him for the next, generation of snow leopard in our zoo. And then we're going to come back. We're going to take a look at the other one that we did not star. Timorkin, I'm sorry, but your time has come. We are going to trade you out. I'll see if we can, I'm going to bump it up a little bit. We'll see if we can get like 835 for him. So we're going to throw him up on the auction site, and he's gone. Let me see what else is going on. Looks like we've got some low welfare for social group. Must have had some babies with the giant hairy scorpions. We've got low nutrition on this, so I'm going to call a keeper, get them in there. And, all right, so now we're going to come back. Dude, the management of the animals is the hardest thing in this game. Like, it gets a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to come to, let's look at our exhibit animals. We're going to look at our giant hairy scorpions. Oh, yeah, we had a ton of babies. Oh, my goodness. All right, so all these 0.8ers, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of them. And then I guess we can leave the rest. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to leave the rest. So I'm going to move all these to our trade center. Then we're going to go to our exhibit trading, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of all these guys. Quick trade, 4,500 bucks, easy peasy. Hopefully that gets rid of the low welfare over here. Looks like social group is back to good. They just need a little bit of food, so we'll call the keeper over there and get some food going that way. All right, looks good to me. So now that all that's taken care of, it looks, oh shoot, our camels are already in here. All right, this is really exciting. I can't believe all that happened so fast. Dude, look at these guys. The double humps, man, they look pretty cool. So this is a female right here. This is Urhi. This is Kadan. This over here is going to be little Kara. And then we've got the big behemoth, the beast himself, Narahan Batar. He's the big boss in town, and he's going to be going to work on all three of these girls. So overall, looks pretty good. Definitely need some enrichment. We're also for sure going to need to get some vet research going on these guys now that they're in here. So let's see where these BACTRIAN camels are. Francine, get to work. And I forgot, we could have put some enrichment in already. We also need some food and water and stuff like that. So let's take a look at our BACTRIAN camels, and let's see what we've got going on. Food and water. Oh shoot, we had bedding selected in there, so we're good. I'm gonna do a large food trough right near the entrance. I just like making it easy for the keepers and stuff. Sometimes they aren't really on top of their jobs, so I'm gonna put food and water. Actually, water could be kind of interesting to put in here, but I guess we'll leave it outside just to get them to kind of roam around and be in front of the guests a little bit more. So we'll put that there, maybe move this a little bit. Looks pretty good. Now let's go back to our habitat. Let's check out some of the enrichment items. Looks like they like grazing ball feeders. So I'm gonna put this over here. They like a hanging grazing feeder. I feel like could be kind of interesting if we have it hanging off of this rock. Looks pretty nice right there. Small barrel feeder. We could put this maybe over in this corner. We've got a rubbing pillar. Let's put this front and center so people can watch them. Maybe doesn't really like it anywhere in here. Guess we can put it over here. All right, looks pretty good. We've got a grab ball. Could throw a grab ball kind of in the middle. It's gonna be kind of cute. And I think that may be pretty good. Now hold on, did we add these guys? I don't think we added these guys to a work zone. I guess we're gonna add them to the everything else work zone. All right, boom, looks good to me. We're gonna have to kind of start to split those up, I think. I think our everything else is starting to cover a little bit too much. And in fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and let's hire a new caretaker and let's hire a new keeper. Caretakers, we don't really assign to work zones. We let them go all over the zoo. But this keeper, I think, is that a caretaker? That's a caretaker. This keeper right here, we're going to set him to the everything else zone because I feel like that's starting to get a little bit out of hand. But, all right, cool. So we've got that. And it looks like, apart from nutrition, which you guys know is always a struggle with the first time that we add animals in, apart from nutrition, everybody's pretty happy here. I actually really like how this turned out, dude. Look at that little... Dude, their little hangout area is so cool. I love what we did with that. And these guys are just... I mean, look how proud he looks. You know what I mean? He's the big man on campus. He knows it. Ooh, look at him eyeing these females up and down. You get in there, bro. That ain't the only hump that's going to be in here tonight. You know what I mean? So, I think this is pretty good. I feel like it turned out pretty well. Everybody seems to be pretty happy. Uh-oh, looks like we've got some aardvark issues. Stressed socially. We always have issues with that. Ecosystem has severe welfare issues. We're going to have to call a keeper for that. So we'll take care of that. And apart from that, I think overall, everybody's pretty happy. Our puff adder just had some offspring, so their social group is going to go down. Dude, I swear, the like actual exhibit animals are difficult to deal with. I'm not going to lie. So let me see our exhibit animals. We're going to go to our puff adder. All the new ones, 0.0 years. We're just going to get rid of all of those, send them to the trade center, and we're going to ship them off out of here. Get rid of them, make a couple $1,000 bucks, 2,500 bucks, not bad. And that should get those guys back to happy again. Aardvarks are stressed. Water treatment's failing, so we're going to call a mechanic. Ooh, speaking of water treatments, are we covered out here? We are covered out here. Electricity, we're pretty much covered the entire way. I mean, we're going to have to add some tipping options. And some what's it called? Ooh, good push, bro. You're looking good. You're looking mighty majestic. Look at that neck. That is one of the thickest necks I think I've ever seen. Is this like the showing off to the females right here, just letting it all fly and seeing who's gonna be impressed? But yeah, we gotta add some tipping and educational options. I wish there was a way to automatically do this. I feel like this is by far the most tedious thing that we do on all of our habitats, but it's gotta be done, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna set up a bunch of tipping zones all around this thing. Ooh, shoot, that one's kinda off. There we go. That's a little bit better. Including up top up here. And I mean, really, we're probably gonna have another exhibit over off of this side. So I'm just gonna set it up, you know, in preparation for that. Kind of stagger these all the way around, just like so. So we've got that, and then we're gonna grab some of these educational speakers, and I usually put these next to the tipping things just so it makes sense. So we're gonna make this on the BACTRIAN camel, and then we can just ooh, shoot, we're gonna lower the range a little bit because again there's probably gonna be another exhibit on the other side eventually. So we'll kind of, you know, put these I guess around like this. Gonna kind of send it all the way around. Should be nice and easy. Yeah, I feel like this, you should be able to like build this into your paths or something though, you know what I mean? Like this is just super tedious and a little unnecessary if you ask me. See this one here, we've got to lower this down to a 3 since we've got exhibits on the other side. Now you don't want to confuse people. You don't want to make them mad because they're hearing about flamingos when they're looking at camels. Set these up across here. Same thing here, probably want to move this one down to a 3. And boom, I think from an educational standpoint, we should be pretty good. What's up, bro? How you feeling? You feeling pretty good? I'm liking how it turned out too. I think everybody's pretty happy. I don't know that there's a whole lot that we could improve on this. Let me I'm gonna set up our maintenance and stuff. I'm gonna say a mechanic every 3 months, a keeper every month, a vet every 3 months. That's actually something I don't think we've done on a lot of our recent ones. 3 months, month. I guess we did there. What was the last thing we did? The elephants? I know for a fact I did not do it for the elephants. We'll see how these guys are doing. Do we have anybody pregnant yet? Meal quality's not great. Social group is not great. Shoot, that's not what I want to hear. Let me see if I can improve your meal quality real quick. Nope, not yet. We got to do some more research. No pregnancy there. Oh, this is why your social's bad, because she was boxed up. And she can't get pregnant if she's boxed up. So get out there, girl. Do your thing. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we got that there, but let's make sure. Yeah, every 3 months. Every 3 months, every month. Cool. Oh, shoot! One of our Bengal tigers have listeriosis. That's not good. But it looks like we're already incubating. We already locked him up, got him out of there. That, dude, that could be really, really dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, we have all of our research done and all of our, you know, diseases and stuff, so we should be okay. Not ideal temperature range, should be fine. Looks like the grizzlies could use a little bit more food enrichment, so we're gonna add that. And then we've also got some social issues with the crocs, so we're gonna have to take out the new adults that have matured. Grizzly bear, we're gonna take a look at enrichment items. We need food enrichment. Ooh, this cool little tree forager, I'll put that up there. We'll put a bamboo feeder over here. And is that gonna make you happy? Is that gonna fit your fancy? Looks like that got it done. We're up to a 72. Temperature could be a little bit better. I mean, our temperature should be fine. We've been on the same temperature forever. Looks like just when they're over in these corners, they'd like it to be a little bit chillier. Here, let me increase the size of this. We'll increase the size of this a little bit. Maybe increase the size of this a little bit. Now this is gonna be tough because we've got 22 crocodiles in here, but we've got to see. I guess we can go into our main animals if we sort by the saltwater croc. We're gonna want to go through and we're gonna want to see the maturity when they switch to young adults. So it looks like these guys are the ones giving us issues. Buddy and Inda are our two primary ones. So we're gonna send all 4 of these into the trade center. We'll figure out if we want to keep them or if we want to sell them. So let's go ahead and hit play so these guys get moved out. And then if we come into our trade center, we're gonna go for our saltwater crocs. And let's see what we've got going on. So Wudon is our current female we're keeping. Let's see how Winning compares. Winning's gotta go. I'm just gonna go ahead and release Winning to the wild. I just realized we compared female to male, but that's fine because Banyu's still pretty good too. But we've got Utama here. She's a 2625. Wulon's a 2682. Looks like we get more fertility for less longevity. I would normally trade that, but the fact that Wulon is a higher desire, I think I'm going to keep her. So let's just go ahead and release to the wild there. All right, so that should fix that up. Fighting for alpha status going on in the Gemsbach. Dude, I'm like, outside of the actual episodes, I'm just constantly managing this stuff. Look at this. 1 mouse scroll puts us on the Gemsbach. I know that because I do this so much. But yeah, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to look at maturity. Anybody who just became a young adult, especially males, is gonna have to end up going. So we're gonna get him out of there, and that should take care of that. Animals are gonna fight due to overcrowding over here, so we've got some ostriches that have to go, dude. This is, I mean, trying to manage this is the toughest part, and I can't even imagine what it would be like in a real zoo. So let's take a look at our common ostriches, look at the maturity. And anybody who's a young adult, I mean, I think we're just gonna kind of get rid of them all. That got rid of the problem. We got some more credits. We're up to 14,000 credits, which is the most we've ever had, which is pretty exciting. Money-wise, it looks like we are starting to lose a little bit of money. I don't know. Let's see what's I think we need kind of like an upkeep episode where we add some more shops and stuff. We haven't increased the price of the zoo in a while, so I'm gonna say let's bring that up to 60 and 30 for adults and kids. Vet research is complete. Hopefully that's gonna be for, nope, I was gonna say hopefully it's for our new additions, the camels, so we can give them a little bit better food. But yeah, we're gonna increase the prices. And we need some upkeep. I think we're gonna add some more shops, add more bathrooms, add stuff like that in our next episode. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. Apart from the fact that we're starting to kind of break even in terms of money, everything else is looking fantastic. Everybody's super happy. We've got more conservation credits than we've ever had before, and the zoo is bigger than it's ever been before. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in our next episode. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.